You screw my life.
Wow, that's a pretty strong statement.
I need you, I really do. I need you, baby. You know how much that hurts me and messes up with my mind. And sex is no validation, but damn, I love you.
Jasmine and Gino have always been a volatile couple, but this season is another level. We will dig into their current drama, but let's throw back to what got them to this point.
I'm walking to meet Jasmine right now for the first time. Are you kidding? Jasmine's jealousy and trust issues.
Ay, Gino, apúrate.
Oh my God. Here goes nothing. Whoa, look at you.
Oh my God.
Jasmine?
If I'm being honest, there were issues right from the start. They had met each other through a controversial dating site, and after having a thing online for a while, Gino decided to travel to Panama to meet Jasmine.
Better than what I look like on
You
the
just
video
look
chat.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Gino looks in person super handsome. So cute.
Jasmine and Gino had a fairly tumultuous relationship for years, with differences getting more prominent each passing day. Fast forward to June 2023, Jasmine and Gino tied the knot in an intimate ceremony.
You are the love of my life and my soul. Thank you so much for making all my days sunny and warm. I'm so excited for our adventure to start together. Te amo muchísimo. Sorry, forever and always.
I don't know why, but Gino was trying to control his laughter while taking the marriage vows. Did he know it was a legally binding decision? I guess we knew he was awkward. We will call it nerves.
You don't like this boat?
No.
Isn't it gorgeous out here on the lake? This is our honeymoon, and this is so romantic being on the boat with you. Don't you think?
In the very first episode, the newlywed couple was seen enjoying their honeymoon adventure on a boat. I am seeing the red flags with Jasmine kicking it off with complaints.
Well, baby, how I pictured my honeymoon was like a private jet, you know, like big jet, you know, this
Judge?
jet. Private chef.
Oh, you mean yacht?
Yeah,
You want to be on a yacht? Are you saying this boat too small?
it is.
After a little language barrier confusion, we realized her issue was with the amenities. How was Jasmine expecting a private jet and yacht? I mean, did you have any clue what tax bracket you were marrying?
I cannot believe that we made it through the 90 days because
At the beginning, it was not easy. Any new wife would like to live in a house that was decorated by her husband's ex-wife.
initial name and your ex-wife in a heart.
So
and
what?
We all remember how Gino's rocky past with his ex-wife Rose caused a lot of jealousy. Jasmine seems to think they have squashed it, but Gino's face says otherwise.
Jasmine is a jealous person. I mean, I'm not
Excuse
gonna,
me?
I'm not gonna lie about that. Look at or speak to a woman, but it's gotten worse since she's come to the United States.
We are more than committed to make it work for a lifetime. Just that can separate us. Right, baby?
Yeah, we'll see about that, Jasmine. They may have jinxed it. Sometimes when people brag about so much sex, they are hiding something.
I love you, baby.
Te amo muchísimo, mi amor.
I have an idea. Let's make the baby right now.
Kind of risky, don't you think?
I like risky.
Ever since their wedding, the couple had been trying to become parents but wasn't successful in their attempts thus far. Gino is full of excuses, but this time I am with him. For the sake of other people who would be forced to see.
You know, I don't want people watching us having sex, but we can do something like this, okay? I'm not against it.
Yeah, because we are ovulating and we have to do it tonight. Did you bring the blue pills?
I actually did.
And what if I told you these blue magic pills were something that played a part in the couple's split later on? We'll get into that. As of now, I am starting to see why Jasmine was so unhappy with the level of honeymoon she got.
And welcome to our
Thank
park.
you.
If you guys have a moment, I'll show you where the restrooms are.
What the I just got like 3 vaginal infections by looking at the shower.
For my honeymoon, I wanted to go to at least Hawaii or Los Angeles, something very bougie, glamorous, luxurious.
Lucky for Gino, Jasmine was desperate, so she didn't go too hard on him for this low-budget honeymoon. But knowing his track record, hopefully he can perform.
What do you think?
I think that we should pack and go home. There are mosquitoes, they are biting me, but I'm willing to try camping if Gino tries to make a baby tonight. So I need Gino, and I need his fish.
Despite their silly drama, they did have some for real issues. Kids should always be number one, and Gino being so ignorant as to mess up the paperwork. That would be enough for me to say goodbye.
Since Gino didn't include my children's name on my K-1 visa process, and that is worse than being upset. I'm very disappointed.
Are you doing okay?
Honestly, if they had sorted all their issues, why would they need another show? But this is a hard one to watch.
Like, I never thought in a million years, like, it was gonna take 2 years.
Don't say it's going to take 2 years. That is the worst case.
Like, you omitting my kid's name just it up for us. It could have been avoided if we have had, an attorney advising us.
Gino's behavior was a little shady right from the start. Let's not forget the infidelity drama the couple had to go through in the previous seasons. So it wouldn't have been surprising if Gino had deliberately not included Jasmine's children's names on the visa.
One thing.
Gino, you didn't miss one thing. You missed that thing, the most important part of the process. I don't want you to tell me right now that you are gonna deal with the process for my green card. I don't want more mistakes like this.
The craziest part is how unfazed Gino is. Like one little mistake, no way, this is a mother being separated from her kids. Have some respect.
That's the part that I want you to understand, You could have good intentions, and I get it, but you screw my life.
Wow, that's a pretty strong statement.
I wonder what he did with the extra money from his discount honeymoon. Sounds like he should have used it on a lawyer.
He insisted on knowing how to do it and to trust on him, and here we are. I'm super mad at Gino because I knew that something like this was gonna happen, and I wish I have done something about it before. The least that Gino could do right now, don't worry, we're gonna hire a lawyer because we are not gonna take the risk to make this process longer.
I mean, you did all this and you're still just sitting there yelling at your wife instead? Wow, Gino, all Jasmine wanted was some reassurance, but it seemed like he didn't even want that to happen.
I busted my ass to get you to this country. Don't sit there and criticize me for all the hard work that I've done.
I'm not criticizing you. I can
do it myself. Whether the lawyer does it or me, that 2 years that he's mentioned is not gonna change.
Just as I expected, Jasmine was left baffled by Gino's absurd reasoning. She reminded him of his fake promises before Jasmine's arrival in the US. I mean, who does that? He totally manipulated her.
No.
Look at what we just...
I don't have money for a lawyer.
That's why, please hire a lawyer,
And I'm not gonna use the lawyer.
I cannot take that risk. We were gonna do all the process to bring my kids. You promised,
Yep. I said we will work on it together, yes.
Gino is a master gaslighter. Now he is claiming it is a mistake they made together. No shot, Gino, we know you were owning the process. And don't forget, currently doesn't have a job by choice, so his money complaint is extra annoying.
We made a mistake and it cost us, and we have to do the best we can to try to fix it. So I'm gonna do that myself and get them here as soon as we can. I feel bad about my mistake, but she's putting all the blame on me. Really, both of us are responsible. Of course, I want her kids here just as much as she does. But I can't afford an immigration lawyer right now.
Gino's cold behavior in regard to Jasmine's children had really taken a toll on her. I mean, it was pretty understandable after all. She was a mother who was deprived of seeing her children.
You okay?
I'm dealing with depression because my children, it makes a big difference.
Gino's manipulative play to get Jasmine to the US sooner is backfiring. This delay getting her kids here is just pushing her away.
I don't want to lose you, but this is the first time that I have seriously considered go back to Panama. and I'm suffering. I don't want to feel like this. I feel like I have nothing.
Well, I mean, you have me right now.
But I don't feel that you're here with me. You're here for me.
Jasmine had started thinking about going back to Panama to reunite with her children. Finally, Gino tried to play the role of a supporting husband. But would this be enough for Jasmine now?
I need you. I really do. I need you, baby.
I am here for you.
But
why don't you think that?
Because all these days we haven't spoken.
I'm sorry you're feeling like this. I don't want you to go back to Panama.
Can you imagine Gino being your only support system? He even admits he really didn't care about this until now. Talk about a careless husband.
I'm really sorry that all of this happened, and I feel bad about it. I wanted your kids to be here too. I honestly thought that Jasmine's threats to go back to Panama and give up on a relationship, that she was just being melodramatic. But now that I see how upset she is, I'm really worried.
The threat of Jasmine jetting back to Panama finally got to Gino. I mean, he had just tied the knot with Jasmine splurging on the wedding. If she left now, all of it would feel like a complete waste.
Are you willing to start working on it as soon as possible?
Working on the adjustment status, work for your green card, ASAP.
I mean, he is saying the right things now. But I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. He didn't do it before. What gives you confidence now?
And then, after that, I can work on your children's paperwork, and I can check with the immigration lawyer to make sure everything's good.
Even though this matter looks sorted, things were definitely ready to complicate the situation further.
So I talked to my mom yesterday. She got the results, and the bad news is that there is cancer. The good news is that it is at a super early stage. According to her, she's okay.
As if being in America without her kids wasn't hard enough for Jasmine, her mom was just diagnosed with cancer. This is only going to put more pressure. Jasmine wanting to be with her mom, and Imam being one of her kids' primary caretakers.
This is a new dynamic with my family because we've always been there, and when I say there, is there. He taking her to the hospital.
Oh, I know, you in person. Right?
Yeah, me in person. But the more time I spend in the United States, it's like the more bad news I get.
Big pivot. But Gino's sex drive has always been alluded to. Jasmine is starting to call him out straight. Embarrassing, but we are definitely not believing Gino in his denial.
The truth is, Gino complains about me yelling at him. But this is the gaslighter on Gino. He always makes me yell at him so that he has an excuse to avoid having sex with me because he doesn't enjoy intimacy with me. He prefers other things. Do you know what the big problem is?
I know what, I just told you what the problem is. Are you deaf?
Your addiction to pornography.
Don't sit there and try to lie about
Yes,
it.
you do.
Don't lie about it.
Yes, you do. I'm not lying.
Yes, you are lying.
I'm not lying.
You,
I don't give a and I said it.
you're a liar.
And Gino's reasoning doesn't get any better. Fair that a bad relationship would lose its spark, but maybe he should look inward rather than blaming Jasmine?
You know how much that hurts me and messes up with my mind. And sex is not validation, but damn, I love you.
She's getting uglier to me by the day with all this fighting. Still not having intimacy, and I hate to say it, she's a big part of the reason. It's just too much fighting, and I've lost my desire.
I mean, here is a perfect example. He is always focused on other women. Maybe just be supportive of your woman. And he still tries to gaslight her, saying he hasn't done anything. Roll the tapes.
She looks spectacular out there in her costume. She might have been a little stiff, and the other girls had better posture up there, but I just have to bite my tongue. I've been supporting you. I have not done anything bad to you, nothing mean to you. I didn't say you were ugly.
Why am I here? Have depression? I have alopecia? And you reject me as a woman every time you have an opportunity.
In the later episodes of the season, the couple's intimacy issues were out in the open. Remember I told you the blue pills would play a part in their split earlier in the video? Well, Gino's sexual energy apparently never matched Jasmine's, and that's why he had to rely on the pills. And it is speculated that Jasmine eventually began seeing another man named Matt Brannis. Who knows what the real end for them will be after this roller coaster season? I am definitely ready for a tell-all so we can get some details straight from them. And I have a feeling Gino is pumped about the idea of going back to work and is ready to milk 90 Day for another season.